Hello and welcome back to Adventure's Edge, Heroes of the Vale, Season 2, Episode 5.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Still feels like too much of a mouthful. I'm going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, you say a lot.
It is a lot.
I didn't know there'd be so much talking.
Yeah, I may still just like totally drop that at the beginning, but we'll see. How's everybody doing? Feels like it's been a minute.
Good.
It has been a minute.
It has.
We had some vacations and other things, but
Sometimes life is like a box of chocolates that you forgot in the car and left in the sun. And that just gets melted.
But you're really still
gross and-
tempted to try one?
No.
No.
Oh no. Sorry.
I mean, they're good. You could just get all melty, or you go freeze it, and then they're kind of all
Right.
misshapen.
If you're in our state, you just wait a couple days and they'll freeze and then they'll be okay again.
Better a
Okay.
box of chocolates than a half-drunk bottle of orange juice.
Ooh.
I did that once.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a college experience.
Yeah.
Driving home, Texas sun.
Mhm.
That thing just popped in the back seat, and it was like a gas cloud. I almost had to pull over. I was like choking. Like this, it'd been fermenting for who knows how long under the seat.
There's different ways to make orange alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if that was quite a cloud kill, but it was definitely something. Anywho, I don't know. Anybody got anything before we just dive right in?
I mean, do we need to do a short recap or no? We're just going to go for it?
And we could do a quick. We gotta work the jitters out here. We could do a quick recap.
Quick recap.
Recap.
I mean, so we actually infiltrated the keep and we were trying to be all stealthy, but I guess they figured out that we were outside.
I think it was.
Yeah, tempt them
I
off.
think it was the fire on the tower.
I mean, the fire,
The rocks from the sky.
Yeah, the massive area spell effects, the running, the screaming, the braying of horses. What's going on out there? The guys are just being rowdy.
So, and then we saw Morgan.
Briefly. Very briefly.
Oh, so briefly.
So we have to.
And there's a couple of bad guys.
Well, one
So-
bad guy is dead. But one guy will die. Slowly
And
and
we'll
painfully.
see if there's anybody else in here.
Yep, there was a guy with a short bow up on the balcony that overlooked the main area of the keep. And he's the one that stuck an arrow through our dear friend Morgan. We hardly knew ye. Yeah, and then the guy in the kitchen with the axe you guys took out really quickly. I don't know. I liked that guy.
Well, he did some. He was trying to pick a fight with Corda, so that didn't go down well.
Did not go down well. So, if we don't have anything else,
All right, let's go.
we're gonna get right to it. So we're gonna pick up right. I mean, mere not even seconds after that arrow penetrated Morgan, hot blood spraying across Xenia.
I'm already blood soaked.
You are so blood soaked. I have to start thinking about that. If you get too much blood on you, that's kind of like, yeah, you're gonna start not being able to fly. Have to dry the wings off.
Now, is that this system? Is that insta-death, or is she just down to 0?
Well, that's an excellent question. You'd have to go do a heal check.
Okay.
So I run a straight game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that. I genuinely rolled an attack and I calculated damage. So she has an arrow stuck in her and she doesn't look alive, but the only person standing right next to her is Xenia. And she was like already basically
Badly hurt.
like really badly hurt. Like 1 hit point hurts. But I mean, as far as like the system in general, no,
Mhm.
you don't. I mean, do you know how like it's the same as 3.5? Well, yeah, you go.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
not one of the things that they modified at all
No.
Yeah, if you go, basically, you don't die.
until you're negative of your regular hit points.
No, it's your
Con.
your con stat.
Yeah.
Constat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I suddenly don't know what the 3.5 rules, but that's the Pathfinder rule. I guess I assumed that was 3.5.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then basically, if you go negative, you have to make a stabilization check, which is 10 plus the raw the negative value. So if you're negative 3, it would be a DC 13 to stabilize. And you make that roll every round. And if you don't stabilize, you go down another hit point.
Okay.
So basically, either you stabilize or somebody intervenes to save your life, or you just sit there and you bleed out. Yep.
All right. I'm
All
all
right.
set then.
Tell you what, then let's just start. Let's roll initiative because we are still technically in combat. I'd like to just start fresh.
Ooh. 20.
Okay.
19 for me.
16 for me.
I rolled a natty 20, so it's a 20 for me.
I'm a 16 and I'm the last one.
Well, so we probably haven't said this on. Well, no, we did. We said
Yeah.
this on 0.
It's wherever from whoever gets.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's table order from the highest. So we have 2 20s. So it's whoever has the higher dex, which I'm pretty sure is Zinnia.
Is that me?
And then the bad guys will go last. So they'll go after Daerun.
Okay.
Yep. So Zinnia, what do you do?
So, as far as Zinnia is concerned, she's dead because she can't tell one way or the other. So I guess on a serious note, is my flying impeded?
It's not.
Okay.
No. I mean, I may have to think about it in the future, but I'm not going to just throw that upon you.
Okay.
It was flavor blood.
It was flavor blood.
Sweet, sour.
If a fairy's wings get wet, they lose their ability to fly until they dry off.
Okay, so Zinnia is going to fly. How far up is the balcony?
The balcony is 10 feet up. And because the total ceiling is 18 feet to the top of what would be the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly straight up.
Okay.
And see if I can spot the evil arrow guy.
Yes, you can. So if you'll notice on your map, you're seeing on the left side of the screen what is the first floor,
Mhm.
and then slightly off to the right over there, you don't really need to scroll. You'll see the revealed portion of the second floor, and you can see the balcony and some rugs there. And you'll see a guy that's on the balcony.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do see.
Yeah, up on the
All
monitor
right.
player. So that is his positioning. So relative to you, I mean, he's not that far. If you go straight up, that puts him, 5, 10, 15, 20, like 25 feet from you, something like that. Maybe 30. Guess I could use the old ruler.
Okay. Well,
I guess 25 feet.
then I'm going to cast a flaming sphere.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me bring out a flaming sphere. Where are you going to place it? All right, I'll use the crappy one.
Let's see. Well, I'm going to put it right
I guess, yeah.
next to him.
Okay, overall, technically, yeah. Let me scooch that over.
It can't go on him, right?
Yeah, you can drop it on top of
Well,
him.
I drop it on top of him.
He gets a reflex save to avoid it.
Well, I drop it on top of him then.
Okay. I'm going to actually put it to the side of him, but it is on top of him. And then, because what does it say? Pretty sure it gets reflex to avoid the damage.
Yeah, reflex negates.
That's a tweener. Okay. Reflex is going to be A 14. What's your DC on that?
Okay. Sorry, I should know that off the top of my head, but I don't.
10 plus spell level plus your spell stat bonus.
Aha, so that's a 15.
Aho! So a large ball of flames occupies his space, creating a certain degree of discomfort. I believe that's going to be some damage.
That
Yay.
is
Yay.
3d6 damage. Haha. 10 damage.
Wow. Okay, so he is engulfed in flames. You hear him yell out in some pain, and that is going to be your turn.
Wow. Okay, so a broken brain. Can I move again?
You cannot move again now. No.
Okay.
So you basically flew 15 feet straight up and put the flames on his face.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
That is what I do.
Then we will go to Pike, who is still in
Okay.
the kitchen, I believe.
Now I'm right at the base of the table,
Ah, there you are. Okay.
Mhm.
so just under there. I think I've mapped it out. I think I can get to Morgan with 30 feet of movement
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
to the square adjacent to her.
Yeah, okay.
And I am going to reach out and let some energy flow into her. And I've got the ability of Sacred Touch, which auto-stabilizes.
Okay.
So if she is not quite dead yet, then that should bring her to stable.
All right. You reach out and touch, sending your sacred energy into her body. Give me a heal check
Okay.
if you have such a thing.
9.
Okay. You are yet unable to determine whether or not she is alive. That's going to be your turn. Anything else? I guess that's it.
I mean, that's movement in action.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. Then that brings us to Ismi.
Ismi's going to run to Morgan immediately.
All right.
I was heading towards her when she got shot.
Oh, there you are. There you are. I got it. All right. So, yeah, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes. So you can also get up right next to her. So you and Pike are adjacent to Morgan.
I'm going to do a heal check. That's a 12.
Okay. You basically go running up to her and you're kind of checking her over. All right. You check her over real quickly and she's not breathing.
She's not breathing.
She's not breathing.
I beg Pike, can you heal her? Can you heal her? She's not breathing. Can you heal her?
I'm sorry. All I can do is try and keep someone like right at the edge of the doorway to the next realm. I can't actually give them any additional health.
She grabs her pistol. How much movement does she have left?
That's it. Basically, that's your action.
Okay.
You ran up and spent the rest of your round checking her over.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
She's dead.
Darun.
Taking a quick glance into the kitchen, I see nothing, or nobody, at least from my viewpoint.
Yeah. You quick scan. There's nobody in there. It does look like it's been used, but you don't see any foes.
Sure. I will hear the screaming across, and I'll run as fast as I can, which is not that fast. But I have my good old lucky staff, so, and I hear the words healing. Oh, okay. Guess they're calling me. So I'll try to get over there in this round I'll just have to double, move at this point.
Yeah.
Just to get physically there. And then Corda will follow me. That's the best I can do.
Yeah. I just ran you over there. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So you guys are clumped together.
Mm-hmm.
You are not quite adjacent to her, But you see them gathered around, quarters on your heels.
If Corda can double move, I'll have her start going up the steps, actually. So she's got a 50-foot movement. So I'll have her, go get him, Corda.
Okay. So that would be
that's okay.
30,
That's
40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So basically she can run all the way around and all the way bounding up to the top of the steps.
okay.
So actually then what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and move her over to the second floor map here.
Sure.
So we have accurate positioning. And it is our foe. All right, so he's going to run out of that flaming sphere.
What?
Yeah, and actually he's going to run out of sight here. Not out of quarter sight, but out of everybody else's sight. Okay. And Quarter would see him running around the corner. You gave her the attack command.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just make sure I counted that right. Okay, cool, got it. And he bounds up another set of stairs. Zinnia, well, actually, you were standing at his eye level. You see him run around the corner. He's actually out of your line of sight at the moment.
Okay. But I saw where he went
You did.
because I'm up here. So I shall go 10. Okay. And I can see that's my full movement. Oops. To there. And I can see him now.
Yes. You would just be able to see him. He is at the top. Well, close to the top of another flight of stairs leading up.
Okay. And then I will yell to everybody. I will yell as loudly as I can. He's making a run for it! And then I will cast Magic Missile. And yes, I will cast Magic Missile.
All right. Give me some damage as your unerring bolts of magic blast into his body.
7.
Okay. Pike.
Wait, no, I get to move my flaming sphere.
That's a move action.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, it requires a move action for you to move it.
Oh, a move action for me.
Yeah.
Doggone it.
Yep. So it continues to flame on the balcony.
That stinks.
I will actually put it in the correct spot. Them's the rules.
That was not
They're
Corda.
so inconvenient. That was a good Corda to the ground, though. Maybe I should have her do some animal noises for the board here.
Wow. Okay.
What do you want to do, Pike?
There's not anything else I can do down here, so I'm just going to use a double movement to get as far, up the stairs to the second level as I can.
Okay. You have a base speed of
30. Yeah, unless you let me swim up the stairs.
The air is thick like water.
It's wet. It's so much humidity.
All right, Pike, you go bounding up the stairs onto the balcony, and you are in hot pursuit of both Zinnia and our foe here. And I will drag you over to...
Actually, I lied. I actually have 60, so I'm going to move more. I have 60 fly speed. I don't know why I keep forgetting.
You are a fast little bugger.
I am. Okay, I go there.
All right, so Pike, you would just barely catch a glimpse as Zinnia goes racing down that the hall to the southwest there in this elongated, hexagonal-shaped keep, 3 stories tall, and you see her heading up another flight of stairs to what you would presume to be the top floor. And then we are back to Ismi.
Ismi is doing a double movement as well. She's like hot pursuit
Okay.
and loading her crossbow as she's going.
45, 50, 55, 60. All right. You go racing up to the, so you are now, I'll move you over too. You get pretty much to where Corda got last turn. We'll just put you there.
Okay.
All right, double moved. Crossbow in hand. You're about 10 feet behind Pike. You probably can't quite see the sparkling notes that trail behind Zinnia. All right, Darun.
So I get here.
you.
I'll put it on their tab. I'll go over to Morgan. Do I need to do a heal check to see if she's actually alive, or
You can choose to, or you could just cast.
I'll just heal.
All right, so you slide over next to her, put your hands on her, and cast your heal spell.
It's a cure moderate wounds.
Cure moderate wounds. Okay. You, as your healing energies course into her, they're all crossing their fingers. You see them take no effect.
Oh.
R.I.P. Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's well. I mean, it's not my fault.
Nope, you did your best.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going to close her eyes, and I've got all my movement. Yeah. I mean, or is that? Did I move over there at all?
You had to move. You had to do. Yeah, you still had to move 5 feet to get to her.
It was a 5-foot step, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you do a 5-foot step, you can't then take a move action that results in movement.
So then I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs.
Yeah. Sorry.
You say a nice little prayer.
Yeah. Try to find a tablecloth, maybe put it over her.
Check to see if she has any loot.
Well, you know. Ixnay on lulutle.
How are Cordic? Cordic is at the top there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what Cordic is going to do?
Yeah. So 15, 10, 15,
Just
20.
you see a very fast wolf just tear down that hallway.
Fangs bad.
60. Yeah, she's so fast. You guys are ridiculous. Yeah, she actually would be able to get all the way to the top of the stairs with a double move and become threatening.
Yeah.
Threatening him.
She's got pretty good intimidation too. So, all right, that's what she will do.
Snapping at his heels.
Okay. Well, he
Cries and throws down his crossbow.
What have I done?
Confesses his sins.
No.
Oh.
What he actually does is he still is holding his bow in his left hand, but he draws forth a scimitar into his right, and with a quick slash, he attempts to eliminate this hostile threat.
You fool.
He does not know that yet. All right. Let's see. He's pretty good, but that's only going to be a 15 to hit.
Sorry, it's not gonna do it.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna.
She's an animal. He's got something to give me. Yes. So 17 to hit.
Unfortunately, we all leveled up,
Oh,
yes. We
and
did.
she had ability score to go into her dexterity, so her AC went up.
Oh.
So she's got an 18.
Yay!
Wait,
Yay for puppers.
Our animal companions got are like,
Well, he's got an animal companion. You have a familiar.
oh, my familiar doesn't get a point.
Your familiar is always fixed values based on Zinnia's. So your
It's not really a animal.
well, I mean,
It's like a spirit, though, right? I mean, really.
no,
it's
they
an
are.
animal,
They're animals.
right?
They are, but they're just.
So Nipper does not get a point.
She doesn't level up with you. Is what you're asking?
Hold on. Am I about to be wrong? Because she did gain a hit die, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well, then you would go up in.
Is she?
AC?
Because she's now a 4 hit die creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AC and stuff, all that went up.
Yeah. Well, then I don't know. See why I wouldn't.
Do familiars get stat gains for gaining 4th level?
Are you looking in the mirror? Because that's the only person who's going to be able to answer that.
I don't have a rules lawyer here right now. You know what? I will have
5e,
to.
not your guy.
I will have to look that up.
Oh.
I suddenly am unsure if at 4th level a familiar, in fact, gets a stat gain.
Let me do.
You better figure that out,
Yeah,
Butter.
I'll grab
Butter?
Yeah,
Butter.
we'll have to do that.
Hey, Butter.
Hey, Butter.
That was supposed to be Buster, but
Yeah, I got it.
now
Yeah.
it's
I got
Butter.
it. Okay.
Butter.
Okay. Well, that was fortunate for. However, you know what? So he slashes at Corda.
Did you want rules from Pathfinder 1E basically, or are you trying to?
No, I mean, yeah,
P6.
that would still be.
Familiars do not gain class levels, nor do they advance via the monster advancement rules from the bestiary. Instead, familiars advance with the level and/or class of its master and follow their own rules for that. So your rules in fourth level, you went up ability score, right?
Yes.
Your rules.
Well, I'm fine waiting until, we'll just wait and then you can let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll double check. I mean, is there something that you think is going to change the outcome?
I said, we'll wait. Let's continue with the battle.
Either way, it was a miss.
By 1 point.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Okay.
So he does his slash, and he is actually going to move. And just to make this even more complex, I'm moving his pawn over to the 3rd floor map. He's still adjacent to Corda. I'm actually going to move. I'll move Corda adjacent to him over on the 3rd floor map. Farther there to the right, because, it's fun doing
So
layers.
Still adjacent to Corda.
Yes. He's still adjacent. He is going to move away from Corda, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay. That's what I was.
That's what you're waiting for.
Yes,
Mhm.
that is what I was waiting for.
That's going to be an unnatural 20.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Oh, she's still got acid maw too.
Take him out.
I was really confident in his AC.
Well,
Foolish confidence.
it's going to be 4 points of regular damage. And 3 points of acid damage. And let's see if we can do a trip. So it's my CMD. Or no, I'm sorry, my...
You roll your
CMB.
CMB.
Oh, no, sorry.
No trip.
No trip.
All right, but she does get a little chunk out of his behind as he moves away from her. But he's going to go ahead and do a single move. And he goes running over to another door. I'm going to reveal for him another room. And that door, well, actually he does have to pause to open that door. That's going to be his turn. We're back to Zinnia. So Zinnia, your foe is out of sight now. He's gone around the corner, but you are hot on his heels too. Gosh, you guys are so fast.
All right. Well, I go flying.
So 15 feet puts you at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
So if you can see the map way over there to the right,
Okay. Yeah.
you can basically put yourself in that space directly in front of Corda on the white area.
Yep. 15.
And then you will see another room. This is finally, I haven't really even described the room so much. You guys are so just earnestly moving. It's a finely appointed bedroom, albeit covered in dust. And there is an open door to basically, we'll just use the cardinal directions to the east, just to the courtyard side of the keep. And you see him. He looks back over his shoulder, scowling at you, coming after him.
All right. Let's frostbolt him.
All right, so you basically pause just a little bit past the top of the stairs, 10 feet from him, firing the frostbolt. Crackling cold launches out at him.
So, range touch.
I don't think that one's a touch.
No, it says range touch attack.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
All right.
Range touch. So that's a 17.
That's going to be a hit.
Yay.
Yeah,
Ice him.
It is. Okay.
A hit.
And that is 7 points of
Jeez.
damage.
All right, you splash his back with chunks of ice. He grunts in pain, still standing. One tough guy.
And then I say, "Do you yield,
Never.
fool?"
Pike.
Some guttural emotion from Zinnia today.
Yes.
All right, Pike, you are on the second floor on the west balcony.
I suspect it's going to take a double move to even get up close to the action. So
15, 20, 25, 30 puts you at the base of the stairs, which you can just see quarter at the top. 35, 40, 45, 50 puts you at the top of the stairs, which is basically now would put you adjacent to both Corda and Zinnia. You would still have 10 feet of movement, though, which technically could get you adjacent to your foe if you so wished.
I'd be adjacent, but have no action that I can do.
Right. You see him standing there
But
holding.
sure. I mean, he may turn and attack me, so that'll slow him down. So yeah, I'll go up adjacent.
All right, so you go running under Zinnia, kind of ducking slightly. Well, you're only 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Ducking slightly though, and getting up next to him, threatening him with whatever you're brandishing, which I'm not even sure what are you brandishing?
A rapier.
Rapier. Okay. Then we are back to Ismi.
She's going to double movement and try to get as close as she can to him.
40, 50 puts you at the base of the stairs, and then 60 puts you 5 feet shy of the top of the stairs. At this point, basically all you can see is Corda's butt.
Oh, I can see it's
The wolf butt.
So I can't like shoot with my, okay.
No,
Yep.
you wouldn't be able to shoot either because you double moved.
All right.
But can she grab hold of Corda and have Corda's movement bring her up?
Bring you up.
You might want to check with Corda before you grab her tail.
Consent.
Consent is important. No, I won't do that to the dog.
Consensual wolf rush. Okay. Then we are back to...
That should be a feat.
Tail ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
back to the first floor with Dayrun.
Yep. I'll start heading up the stairs. Do my double move.
5, 30,
I mean,
35,
geez.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Yep. And then Cord, you will take another D4 acid damage this round.
Oh.
It wasn't cooled down by the frostbite.
You get after the so it's 1 point of acid damage. But then Cord is going to say, "Oh, I liked that taste of whatever that was." So Cord is going to come rushing in.
Okay.
And let's do another bite. Eh?
So she will also, 5, 10, run under Zinnia. Does she? Yeah. And just basically get directly up to him. So she is adjacent to Pike and your enemy in this bedroom on the 3rd floor.
Ooh, a 23.
Gosh, that's going to be a hit.
6 points of regular damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Good
goodness.
puppers.
He's looking in a really
Should we
bad
check
way.
if we trip? Ooh, I don't know if this is a trip though. 17, so I doubt if he's a guy with a lot of good AC. I doubt 17 is going to do it.
It does not.
It's okay. Good girl. Good girl.
Just sinking her teeth into that bad man.
My gosh. Okay. Yeah, this turned for him very quickly. I knew you guys are just really good. So in order for him to extricate from this situation, I think that because he would provoke now from two people if he moves.
I think it's worth it. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I would totally leave and provoke.
Because he's not going to live.
He could surrender.
I suggested that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to take a quick slash at Corda, thinking he could probably kill this wolf with 1 hit. That's his thought.
Dummy.
He doesn't know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Natty 20.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can get a confirm off of that.
Oh.
He confirmed with a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear. That's double mac. Oh, I was kind of kidding.
No.
And then my die just vanishes.
I don't see a 20 at all on any of your dice over there.
Okay. That it's still not going to kill her though.
No, give me the damage. She went up a level, so she's also got toughness.
I know she has a ton of hit points. So, but that is a
That does hit, by the way, just in case you were wondering.
yeah. That is a scimitar is a ×2. So, and she's favorite enemy, but you don't double that. So that is 20 points of
Yeah,
damage.
she's fine. I hope he understands regrets his decision quickly.
He's probably feeling really good about himself right up to the point where the wolf doesn't go down.
Oh, wait. No, yeah, no, scimitar's ×2.
Just shakes
Yep.
like it's a wet dog. Well, you got your one good hit in.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's no,
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't get any better than that.
No.
That would have taken me down.
Yeah,
Whew. And that's why we play games with dice.
that's right.
Man, I swear I've yet to roll a 20/20 with these same freaking dice in my character. I'm going to complain about that forever. People are going to be like, shut up. Like,
I've seen that die roll a lot of 20s,
only
but
in this
then roll a lot of ones too.
only in this chair. Okay.
Too bad it disappeared from this plane.
It ascended, having
it
completed
did.
its,
Yep, its mission.
All right, so one massive slash across Quarter's chest, drawing blood and pain.
Yelp, I'm sure.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how many hit points does she have? Like, what is she sitting at?
Total? Now
Yeah.
she's at 18.
Wow.
She's got
okay,
toughness as a
So that was just
feat
like
and-
slightly over half her hits.
yeah.
Okay. We're heads in. Yeah. I mean, you saw it. Quarter took a pretty significant blow. The guy oh, actually, you know what? He could still move.
Oh, well, I was hoping you'd forgotten.
He's going to get attacked anyway. You know what? He will move. So he will provoke. He's going to gamble with his life. So Corda and Pike will both get to attack. Come on, hold AC.
Well, that's a hit. I mean, it's a 22.
Okay.
No, that's a 9 from me.
It's 5 points of regular damage.
Okay.
And does acid maw count, right? I mean, acid maw, it's the same round.
Still, yeah.
3 points of acid damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, trip? Is there a trip on the provoke?
Well, yeah, you always get
Yeah.
a free twip. Free twip.
Free
Free
twip. No.
Okay. So he runs into what would be the southeast room of the top floor of this old abandoned keep, bruised, bloodied, and in desperation, looking for a way out. Now we're at the mighty Zinnia.
All right. Zinnia flies in. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, there's another door.
Yeah, there's a door to the north, but you see that he has actually run to the kind of the northeast side of the room where there's like an alcove, like a little sitting alcove and a wide open double window. And he was running for that window.
He thinks he's going to jump out the window.
I mean, you do what you, I mean, it's pretty far down.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to frostbolt him again.
Okay. Another blast of frost. Will it land? Will it not?
Yes, it's going to land. 'Cause that's a 17 plus my, so
Oh.
that's a 25.
Oh. Okay. Give me some frostbolt damage.
5 damage.
You see him glance for the first time, fear in his eyes as he's like rushing for that window, and your bolt catches him square in the back of the spine, and his knees buckle, and he falls to the floor, mere feet from his destination. He is down.
Ah.
Yay.
Yay.
I told you to yield.
Whew.
He stuck to his word. He never yielded. I mean, he ran.
Yeah.
So that was your move, and we'll stay in turn order for at least one more round.
Okay.
So Pike.
All right, I'll go through the door and up to the bad guy.
Yeah, you can get to him like with exactly 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
I can't do a trait is using a trait is a standard action, right? It didn't specifically. I think it.
I mean, normally,
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
It's the sacred touch. I believe I remember it's as an action. So I
Yeah.
can't do both a check and stabilize him if he does happen to be alive. So
But you could just literally run up there and kneel and stabilize.
yeah, I can stabilize him, and then we can find out if he's alive.
Yeah.
And if he does, we can make him regret it. So yes, I will kneel down and I will let some energy flow into him to stabilize him, all while the rapier that I'm holding in my other hand stays close to his neck just in case he tries to
Okay.
get up. I don't think he will, but, why take chances?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, your energy courses through him, and I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. He took a lot of damage, but he seemed to be able to. Which brings us back to second floor, Isme.
Isme is going to try to run and catch up with them. She's got to be pretty close.
Yep, so you were 5 feet from the top of the stairs.
Mhm.
That's 15, 20, 25, 35 gets you into that room. 40, 45, 50. Basically, you can get all the way up there behind Pike. So you see Pike kneeling down next to the guy who's collapsed near this open window.
She has her. She will. She's going to hold she's going to point her pistol at him. So if he, sneezes.
Okay. All right. So you basically, you're getting ready.
Yep.
Then Daerun.
Well,
Continue.
unfortunately, he takes acid damage again.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
2 points of acid damage. So Corda will come rushing in, ready to kill him, and if she sees, obviously, it's on the ground, she'll just be waiting for the command to do a coup de grace if she wants. And then Daerun will go another 60 feet, and he'll see the stairs and go, really? Really? This big, they can't put an elevator in here? No dummy weights or anything? Poor servers if they had to go bring food upstairs.
You should have looked around in the kitchen more.
Yeah, right.
All right. So Daerun continues running up. So we will actually stay in, because it can matter now, potentially, turn order. Okay. I made a check on my side, and we'll go back to Zinnia.
Zinnia blows on him.
Pours baking soda on
Yeah.
that.
Yep, just see. Oh. I don't know that this will help. I will use clean on him.
Okay, you know what? Why not? Sure. So you cast your clean spell on his bloodied shirt. And,
On his personage.
all right, blood and grime begins swirling up off of his body into a small pile nearby, potentially helping reveal his wounds at the very least.
Does it clean up the acid?
No, it would not do that.
Okay.
But I think that was the last round of acid, right? Okay, so Pike, you're still kneeling by the now slightly cleaner enemy here. This tall bearded guy. He's released his short bow and scimitar on the floor. He's laying there.
Well, I can see that the acid is still eating away, so I'm just going to continue trying to stabilize.
Are you going to do stabilize again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you re-stabilize him. Yeah. You still hear that last little sizzle from the wound. Okay. And then we will go back to Isme.
Isme is going to kneel down on the other side of Pike, and she's going to disarm him. She's going to scimitars away. She's going to quickly rifle through him and remove weaponry as fast as possible, so that he is unarmed when hopefully he wakes up.
Okay. Sure. He had dropped his weapon, so you could grab up his scimitar and short bow.
Right. And she says basically she's just going to check and make sure he doesn't have, a dagger or something else that he would reach for to lunge at somebody.
Right. Yeah, he does have a dagger on his hip that you could also grab.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably all you could collect in a turn. But you do note he has a little bandolier with several different potion vials on it.
Ooh.
So you won't be able to get all of that off this turn, but you do see that as you're rifling through him. And you can see under his now clean shirt, he's wearing probably would be over. He's got a chain shirt because it's a regular chain shirt. And obviously a quiver of arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what you see. And then we'll go back to Daerun, who's probably running up the last flights of stairs.
Yes.
I don't even see. Are you still moving you? Suddenly I don't see you on the map.
I didn't move me from where I was up the stairs. I think I'm still on maybe the first.
Oh, okay. Right. So that actually, you had last round and then this round. So let me move you. So basically you had 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So last round, you would have made it all the way to the stairs. And then this round, you would make it to the 3rd floor. I'll drag you all the way over here to the 3rd floor, huffing and puffing to the top of the 3rd floor stairs, where you can see, it's a nice bedroom, and there's an open door to the east side. You see a closed door to the north, and you hear everybody doing things in the east room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then seems like nobody's going to do anything horrifying to him just yet, so we will drop out of initiative to allow Daerun to catch up with everybody. And then, I guess, what is the general intent? Zinnia, what are you thinking?
Well, Zinnia realizes, oh yeah, that's a great idea, and uses the clean spell on herself.
I was just wondering. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. So you kind of airbend all the blood off your body.
Yeah. Oh.
and it swirls around and creates a little pool of blood over there on the floor.
Well, can't I send it out the window?
Sure. Spraying out the window.
Yeah.
Pike, did you have a...
Well, I'm no good at it, but I can do a heal check to see if I can at least determine if he's breathing or not.
Yeah, you can actually just tell that much now because he's stabilized and cleaned. Isme's looting his body. But yeah, you can kneel down and you can take 10. You have a rank in it, right?
I don't.
Oh.
So it's...
You're I see. You're not a skilled healer.
Nope.
Well, I don't know. I can, for some reason, I suddenly thought you... Okay, never mind. Sure, you can make a check.
4. So I may or may not be able to tell if he's actually a person or a chair.
So you bend over. Well, it's kind of hard because Isme's like probably rolling him over and pulling things off his body, but you're like trying to listen, and you can't quite tell. But I don't know. He looks like he could be alive, maybe, or not. Isme
doesn't care if he's dead or alive. She is trying to she's trying to ascertain who he is. Does she recognize him? Is he a player in the game that she might have had contact with in the city? Like, could she have looked at this person and knew who he works for?
Oh, that is a fantastic question. Trying to think if there's any way that you could even make a check on that. So normally to identify somebody like this, you can make a knowledge local, but I don't know if your character would have any reason to know this guy. Go ahead and just make a knowledge roll. local, and I will see if that influences my decision.
That's a 23.
23. That's pretty good. So you, as you're removing the rest of his belongings, it sounded like you're studying his face.
Yeah, I'm like literally lifting. It's not really looting the body as much as it's trying to identify the perpetrator. Like, you know, like more like a police type thing. Like she's literally like looking through it. She's gotten him disarmed. Now she's looking through to get identification, badges. I mean, she's trying to figure out who he works for. And she is looking at the face and said, do I know this person? Do I know this person? Who do I leash my vengeance on?
Okay. That's fair. All right. Give me a secondary perception check then.
Okay.
It's a little different from what I was thinking. Yeah.
17 plus 9, that's
26.
26.
Okay. So you don't recognize his face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could be but you do notice on his bandolier there is a because it's just like a leather bandolier.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like been pressed into it, so it doesn't really jump out. There is a small symbol there that could be something, but you don't recognize it as a guild symbol. But it does look like a pair of like crossed daggers, with a circle around it, and like a tiny little skull between them.
So cross daggers and a skull.
Yeah. I mean, it's a kind of pretty generic symbology,
Mm-hmm.
but it could be something.
She is going to probably in one of her pockets in her thing. She's going to reach out and she's going to grab her little like bound leather little book, and she's got a piece of charcoal, and she's drawing that very carefully and making notes of it because she's going to be sending missives to find out what that symbol could be if it has a connection. I asked them, do you recognize this person? Is he someone from around here? Is he for hire? Have you ever seen him in the city, in the town?
The three of you can make knowledge locals just to see if you happen to have seen this guy.
Zinnia says, he's a human.
True.
Yep. I just know he's a human.
I may not even know that. I got a -1.
What are we talking about?
Which guy are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If I realize that she's not actually looting the body, I'm going to be like, oh, and I'm going to start looting the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so yeah, he does have, there are 3 potions on this little bandolier. And Ismi has already removed him of his weaponry. I mean, you can see that he's wearing a nice set of chain armor, which that would not even be something you could loot from him. He is wearing a very nice gray cloak, which are you doing it to detect magic or anything like that?
Of course I'm doing detect magic.
What, you know what?
What kind of fairy wizard am I?
I don't know. I mean, it cannot go without saying. So if you do a detect magic, you do in fact note that he has a couple magic items, one of which is this cloak, and the second of which is the scimitar.
Oh.
And those 3 potions, which are obviously potions. So you would probably need somebody to remove the cloak, but you could proceed to do some spellcraft checks to identify items one at a time. What is your spellcraft check? What's your skill?
10.
Okay, great. Okay, so that, and he does have, there's a coin pouch too. He has.
Shinies.
You can start pointing that stuff out and probably remove the potions
Mm-hmm.
and point out to everybody else that, or not, that there are magical items in play here.
Can somebody hand me that cloak and make a pile of it right here, please?
Sure. I'm right there. I can help you do that.
So, Daerun, at this point, I mean, everybody's kind of
Yeah.
hovering around this guy. Corda's still probably growling a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Good girl, Corda. And I'll give her ball. And I'll just I'll look at everybody and say, she didn't make it. I tried my best. But I see you got that SOB.
Can you heal him enough so we can get some information from him?
Can I heal him? I can't. I really can't. If I have a healer's kit, can I bring him back to 1? I don't know how that works.
Well,
The heal roll.
did we determine if he's actually alive?
He did.
No.
No.
Oh,
No, I failed to.
I can do a heal check.
okay.
I just have limited spells.
So-
All right.
Let's heal check him.
Okay.
Is
All right, so
Is this one alive?
16.
yes, he is alive. I mean, he's in bad way, but he is stable, breathing raggedly.
I don't know how healing works with here.
Yeah,
Pathfinder
you
world.
a healer's kit.
Just keep slapping him, Zinnia. Just keep slapping him.
I can do that.
Yeah, right?
I believe that allows you to recover more hit points during a rest. I can double check that.
Oh.
All right, so we will scooch forward just a bit. So you divest of him of anything of value. Potentially, are you gonna remove his armor? That would take.
Well, yeah. I think we strip him down to his, his
His skivvies.
yes,
His skivvies. We're going to put him on the bed and tie him up.
yes.
Hog tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how he is going to wake up. And then after that, if we have any time before he wakes up, Ismi is flipping the room. She is literally, he came to this room for a reason.
I think he just came here to get away. I think he was just running scared at this point. It was all dusty in here.
I mean, you could begin searching the room.
Yep.
You would concur quickly with Zinnia. The room doesn't appear to have been occupied in some time.
Okay.
And by some time, decades.
Okay. So,
It is coated in dust. There has been some activity as far as people walking through here. So you think perhaps somebody else has been up here and maybe searching around.
mhm.
There is another door in here.
Yeah. There are plenty of things to search. So, and the room that you're in, just because we didn't get a chance to describe it in the haste in the battle, it is like a sitting room. There's a large fireplace. There are some very old, preserved heads on the walls of some big game. Well, like an elk, and I think there's a bear and some sort of small wormling type creature on the north wall. They look to be decayed a bit. They haven't been well maintained. And to your knowledge, this place has been unoccupied for the last 18 years.
Mm.
So it's not like this is, hundreds of years, but things require a degree of maintenance. So yeah, so you haven't even begun to search this whole place.
Yeah.
But to Zinnia's point, where he fell, there is a large open window there with a little alcove that anybody can kind of step in and look out and see, you're looking down into the courtyard.
Yeah.
What he was planning on doing there, because at that point that's slightly over a 20-foot drop,
Mhm.
but some people could do that.
Does he have wings?
He
Depends
does-
on what the magic cloak is.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, we'll do some quick spell checks, spellcraft checks, and you can actually take 10 on these because they are all within your easy range.
Okay.
So he is wearing a nice cloak of resistance +1, which gives you a bonus to all of your saves. And there are, that's a scimitar +1. And he has oil of magic weapon, which is the one of the potions. Basically, you can spread that on a weapon. It lasts 3 minutes to make your weapon temporarily magical, making it a +1 weapon. It does not stack with an existing weapon. He has a potion of blur, which lasts 5 minutes, gives you a 20% miss chance, and a potion of invisibility, 5 minutes. So not bad. I mean, you have some good potions there. He also had 72 silver and 20 gold.
That's an awful lot for a bandit.
Yeah, he's. You wouldn't think he's specifically a bandit. Definitely some sort of mercenary.
Mark.
And he has 15 arrows. So some good stuff there.
Okay.
So-
Can we? I can't carry this. So who would like this scimitar?
I have no use for it.
I mean, weapons don't magically resize, right?
So, so yeah, I mean, some weapons do if they have the enchantment to do that. This one does not.
Scimitar is a finesse weapon, so I actually could.
I mean, it's also a martial weapon though,
Oh,
which you may not
yeah,
have
yeah.
skill with.
That's true. Yeah, I probably
Would I have martial weapon?
as a slayer. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a martial, so
Yeah.
probably I would take that then.
Yeah, you should be able to use that.
Okay, so I'm not keeping track of that, and there you go.
Okay.
How about the cloak of magical resistance +1?
Mm.
Does that resize? I mean,
Yeah, yes. That one would resize, right?
That one does have a resize property on it. Yes.
and it's not a physical machine, so she could wear a cloak with her wings, right?
Sorry, say that again.
She could wear a cloak with her wings.
That's an interesting
I
question.
mean, it's resizing, so we're playing in a different realm of
Mhm.
physics here, right? But I just didn't want to come up later.
Hmm. I guess. I mean, I suppose if it was like, I don't know, like bunched together between your rings down your back, like a cape or something.
Could cut two little holes.
No
and get her-
capes.
D-
I don't know if somebody else would like it though too. Like,
It doesn't matter to me. It's plain gray, which, that's boring. I need no embroidery at all. Come on.
I mean, it probably has some on the inside.
you
I
could
mean,
probably,
it's
you could add embroidery.
it's so all magic weapons are considered to be like masterwork quality. So it's like
Mhm.
really finely sewn. It probably has like nice linings, probably patterns on the inside, but on the outside, it definitely is designed to be, blending in.
So it's just sitting there.
Do you have a cloak?
No.
You should take the cloak.
Is it
Right.
sitting there?
Yeah.
It's gray, which is
Yeah.
my favorite color.
You should take the cloak then. Like, yeah. Somebody else.
Stone gray, is it? Like
Yeah,
a nice
stone gray.
slate
There you
Yeah.
go.
That'll pick it up. Oh, it fits nice.
There you go.
I will go over to my companion and see the slash on her chest
Oh yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
well, this is what happened here. And I will cast a Cure Moderate Wounds on her.
All right. Good.
Does this one point at him? So can he sleep this off? Will he ever gain like a hit point back? Like come out of consciousness if along rest?
If we
or-
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's late at night. Have we gotten much sleep?
No, we need sleep.
Yeah.
Should we lock up these rooms here and
I think we should take a quick tour through the building first to make sure there's no one else.
Yeah. There might be someone hiding.
fair enough?
Okay. Then it sounds like you have a plan. You're going to trust this guy up and do a quick tour and get some rest
Mhm.
and maybe some interrogation to follow.
Mhm.
But all of that excitement must wait until next
Oh.
session.
Okay.
No.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Go so west.
All right. So we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some more intense action next time. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our show and want more, please leave us a rating and review on whichever platform you use. And of course, feel free to share us on social media. We'll be back next week with more adventures in the World of Tellus. To tide you over, you can read more about the cast, characters, and the World of Tellus at AdventuresEdgeRPG.com.